Hey everyone, geophysicist Stefan Burns here. New observations of interstellar object 3I Atlas over the past few days from astronomers around the world have shown that shifting from a green color to a gold color.
3I Atlas has shifted from its previously green color to an unexpected and striking gold, a transformation never before seen in the world of comets and interstellar objects. The shift is causing a stir amongst astronomers, as gold-colored comets are an extreme rarity, and the fact that 3I Atlas is an interstellar object only deepens the intrigue. With the object on course for its closest approach to Earth on December 19, 2025, these new observations have raised more questions than answers, and its increasingly strange behavior only adds to the sense of cosmic enigma surrounding it. When we first observed 3I Atlas, it exhibited a red color, indicative of a composition rich in organics, likely from its journey through interstellar space. These early observations hinted at the object's origins as a potentially short-period comet, one that had spent much of its existence orbiting a distant star before being ejected into the vastness of space. During this journey, the object had likely undergone extreme thermal processing, stripping away some of its original materials. The red hue could have been caused by complex organics, similar to those found in objects like trans-Neptunian objects, asteroids, and some comets. However, as 3I Atlas moved closer to the Sun, its behavior took an unexpected turn. The object began to show signs of activity, an eruption of gas and dust typical of comets as they warm up. As 3I Atlas neared perihelion, its closest point to the Sun, the red glow was replaced by a vibrant green. The green color signaled the presence of more volatile compounds, such as carbon dioxide and cyanide, which were likely locked in the object's icy core and were now being released by the Sun's heat. The transition to green was not entirely unexpected, but the timing and intensity of the eruption raised eyebrows among astronomers. It was a sign that 3I Atlas was still very much alive, with significant changes happening as it drew closer to the heart of our solar system. Now 3I Atlas has taken another dramatic turn. It has begun to glow with an unexpected golden hue. This color shift is not only striking but also extremely rare. While comets and interstellar objects can exhibit varying colors based on the materials they are made of and the solar radiation they encounter, gold-colored objects are not commonly seen. The gold could signify that 3I Atlas is transitioning from a volatile active phase into a more passive, dust-dominated state. As the Sun continues to warm the object, the volatile compounds inside 3I Atlas have likely sublimated, leaving behind heavier particles that could reflect light in a way that produces a golden glow. This is a phase that some comets experience after their initial outburst, but the timing and nature of 3I Atlas's shift are both unusual and fascinating.
The golden hue is just one of the many oddities that have surrounded this interstellar object, and its behavior continues to baffle scientists. As it moves deeper into the solar system, it is heading toward its closest approach to Jupiter, a massive gravitational force in our system. The object's perigove, the closest point to Jupiter in its orbit, is set to occur on March 16, 2026. At this time, 3I Atlas will be just 53.445 million kilometers from the gas giant, a distance that happens to match Jupiter's Hill radius. The Hill radius is the region around a planet where the planet's gravity dominates over the Sun's, and objects that pass through this zone are often captured into the planet's gravitational field. That 3I Atlas's trajectory has aligned so perfectly with this zone is no coincidence. It's an extremely rare and precise alignment that some have suggested could indicate that the object was not drawn here randomly, but instead intentionally directed. Could 3I Atlas be carrying something, or is it a probe sent to explore our solar system? Further evidence supporting the idea that 3I Atlas is not a random visitor from interstellar space comes from its unusual trajectory. Normally, an object like this would follow a predictable path, shaped by the gravitational influence of the Sun and the planets. However, 3I Atlas has displayed a non-gravitational acceleration, particularly near perihelion. This anomaly suggests that something else may be at work, perhaps an external force or mechanism acting on the object. This is not typical for objects passing through our solar system. Such a deviation from the expected gravitational path raises the intriguing possibility that 3I Atlas could be a technologically advanced object with some form of propulsion or guidance system, perhaps even engineered to travel specifically toward our solar system. The idea that 3I Atlas may be artificially designed, or at least guided by some intelligent force, is also supported by its behavior during its passage through space. In addition to its color changes and unusual acceleration, 3I Atlas has exhibited something that many comets never do, an anti-tail, or sunward jet. This phenomenon, observed in July and August 2025, has been confirmed through high-resolution imaging, including data from NASA's HiRISE camera during the object's closest approach to Mars. Unlike typical comets, which have tails that extend away from the Sun due to the solar wind, 3I Atlas's jet extends ahead of it in the direction of its motion. Some researchers have suggested that this could be a protective mechanism designed to shield the object from the constant barrage of micrometeorites and space debris it encounters as it moves through space at speeds exceeding 60 kilometers per second. Such a jet could act as a deflector, minimizing the risk of catastrophic damage to the object's surface. This kind of technology, if it were indeed a deliberate function of the object, could indicate that 3I Atlas is much more than a natural interstellar object.
In addition to the peculiar sunward jet, the composition of the gas surrounding 3I Atlas has become a focal point for astronomers and researchers worldwide. The gas plume emanating from the object is not only unusually active, but contains an incredibly high concentration of nickel, far higher than would be expected in typical comets or interstellar objects. Nickel, a metal commonly found in industrial alloys, is rarely seen in significant quantities in the gas or dust tails of comets, especially those coming from interstellar space. In fact, the ratio of nickel to cyanide in the gas surrounding 3I Atlas is orders of magnitude greater than what has been observed in other known comets, including 2I Borisov, a comet that passed through our solar system just a few years earlier. This startling presence of nickel has led some scientists to reconsider the nature of 3I Atlas altogether. Traditionally, the composition of comets is understood to be a mix of volatile ices, dust, and gases, with metals like nickel appearing only in trace amounts. The sheer abundance of nickel in 3I Atlas's plume, however, does not align with these expectations. In fact, it has sparked a fascinating hypothesis that 3I Atlas may not be a naturally occurring object at all, but rather an artificial one. The presence of a metal like nickel, which is commonly used in manufacturing and industrial processes, raises the possibility that this interstellar object could have been deliberately constructed, perhaps even as a probe or spacecraft sent by an advanced civilization from another star system. As 3I Atlas approaches its closest approach to Earth on December 19, 2025, its transformation into a striking gold hue continues to raise fascinating questions. This rare shift in color has caught the attention of astronomers, who are now drawing comparisons to another comet, C2025 K1 Atlas. Just 6 weeks ago, C2025 K1 Atlas also transitioned to a golden hue when it entered the constellation Leo. Shortly after, it began to fragment, raising the possibility that 3I Atlas could follow a similar fate. The color change to gold in both objects indicates instability, signaling the potential for fragmentation as 3I Atlas moves closer to Jupiter. Observing its behavior closely in the coming weeks is crucial, as the object may start to show signs of disintegration as it nears its closest approach to Earth. The opportunity to observe 3I Atlas during its closest approach is a rare one. With the new moon coinciding with its arrival, ideal viewing conditions will be available for those with telescopes to capture its golden glow before it begins to dim. As the object continues on its trajectory toward Jupiter, it is likely to fade in brightness and could even fragment, much like C2025 K1 Atlas did. This connection between the color change to gold and its movement into the constellation Leo, a symbol of royalty and gold, adds an additional layer of intrigue to the object's behavior, making its journey even more mysterious. The coming years will be crucial in unlocking the mysteries surrounding 3I Atlas. Will it continue to glow gold as it moves toward Jupiter? Could it be a signal, a message, or even a piece of technology left behind by an advanced civilization? As astronomers continue to monitor and study its behavior, the answers to these questions may soon be revealed. For now, the golden hue of 3I Atlas serves as a reminder of just how full of surprises the universe can be. It hints at the possibility that the cosmos is far more mysterious and perhaps even more intelligent than we could ever have imagined.